Hi, today I got Lance over here talking about his journey. So, we're going to start off with the prayer and then we'll go ahead and jump right into it. Dear God, thank you for today. Another day of being blessed, having another great, calm peace of mind, and another day of sobriety. Please help us all in our recovery to stay positive and to take out all the negative. In the name I pray. Amen. So, Lance, let's talk a little bit about your journey. What, uh, how old were you when you first started partying or
Uh,
using?
actually, I was somewhat of a late bloomer. I started after high school.
Okay,
I was like 21. The age of 21 is when I first started using like actual substances and started getting into the whole party theme. So it took a little while. After my friends were finished, I started, uh, unfortunately, it was a long road.
yeah. Did you start in like kind of slow, or did you go straight to the hard stuff?
Um, I would say that I went straight to the hard stuff. Um, right out the gate, a, a friend's party. Everybody fell asleep, and we were still up, and we ended up remaining awake for a couple days, unfortunately.
Wow,
Mm.
geez, horrible experience on that one, huh?
Oh yeah.
So, for how many years did you continue using? For like, were you addicted right away, or did it just come through over time, or?
The instant gratification was very satisfying. Immediately, as an addict, I loved that instant gratification, but I think that it developed over time. It wasn't like I needed it right away or wanted it right away, but the more we went out, the more we were partying, the more we would find ourselves in situations like that where we were like, "Hey, let's go get this," or
Yeah.
we're drinking now, so let's add to that. And it started off slow.
Okay. So, um, how long were you in addiction?
How long?
Yeah, do you recall?
Yeah, I did about a 12, 13 year stretch of substituting, switching back and forth. I'd get off one thing and then go to the next, or even if it was getting off alcohol and getting prescription meds from the doctor, I was always substituting. I never wanted to admit that I had a problem.
So you were going from one and then one addiction and then getting rid of that addiction and going to another,
Yeah.
basically. All right. And what made you decide you had to change around? You had to turn your life around.
Honestly, it wasn't enough after my first overdose. It wasn't enough to make me want to quit. It was when I started seeing people around me start dying. Like when I started seeing people that were really close to me, people that I was using with, start falling out, and some of them unfortunately passed away. Like that kind of started making me realize, as time went on, my son started getting older, and I realized that I was missing out a lot. I'm missing out a lot on his life, missing out on my life. uh, I wanted to get back to a quote unquote normal lifestyle.
Yeah. So how? Yeah. I mean, right now I guess it's as normal as can be, right?
Yeah,
Still gotta fight and struggle. I bet.
every day is a fight. Every day is a fight. It probably will be like that for the rest of my life, and it's okay. That's a fight that I'm willing to take on right now.
That's good. It's good. To never give up, right?
No, no.
So, how many programs have you been in?
I actually started out with a place called Tribe Sober
Okay.
Living. I actually found them after a detox trip and a trip to jail. There was a lady. Uh, I actually remember her name. Her name was Ginger. Um, she was sitting out on the chairs when you're released from jail. and she actually had a pamphlet and a little flyer, and she asked me if I've ever heard of a sober living before, and I've heard of them, but I was the type of person that would always say like, AA is for quitters, or I would joke about it, not knowing the severity of addiction. And I actually took it into consideration the next day, waking up realizing, well, you've lost your job, you went to jail, uh, you lost your vehicle, you're pretty much backs against the wall. You need to change your life. And I started in with Tribe, gave them a call. Uh, they're an amazing place. They are a really good program. I met my first peer coach there, who I still am close with to this day. A gentleman named Gary. Uh, he actually still works there.
Nice.
Well, going to Tribe, um, I would go to a lot of pro socials,
Yeah.
and I would see a lot of other communities that do sober livings at all these gatherings. And this is number two. Hazelbrook is the second place that I've ever been, and there are many out there, but these two I found actually suit me. I found my people here. I found people that I connect with here, and there's probably a lot of other places, but I'm hoping that this is my,
Yeah.
this would be the last one. Now that I've had a little bit of time under my belt and some clarity, so just Tribe in Hazelbrook.
So with Tribe, did you relapse or you just went from Tribe straight to Hazelbrook to continue on your sobriety?
So while I was at Tribe, I ended up doing a program for about a year and 2 months. And in that time, I also went to school for peer coaching. So I got my certifications for peer coaching while at Tribe. When I graduated Tribe, I was offered a job with Tribe. Um, I actually worked for a program downtown where I met that same lady, Ginger.
Yeah.
I basically would do outreach. I would sit there at the jail when people were being released on a drug charge, a drug case, and I would advocate for sobriety, give them a little pamphlet, and if they were interested, take their number, and then I would have my superiors call them the next day. So I did about 2 years with them straight, and I got very complacent while working overnight. Um, didn't deal with the loss of a family member well, and ended up walking back into a liquor store, purchasing a bottle of alcohol for somebody else, my family members. Um, I wasn't going to make it to the reception, so I didn't actually pull it out. What I did is went home, put it in my freezer, and went to work. Well, the more it sat there, the more I looked at it. And eventually I had a day off, hot summer day, cold chilled alcohol. Thought the two would mix well. It was a terrible idea. I ended up relapsing and actually telling my boss some pretty bad stuff, and lost my job there. But this is the type of place Tribe is. Even with my relapse and even with the things that I told him, they were still willing to take me back the very next day. They put me into a detox facility. I went in, sobered up, went right back to the program, and ended up graduating there. Remained sober, left there, but the relapse did happen while I was actually working for them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. A lot of bad things could come out when you drink, right? A
Absolutely.
lot of things you don't mean.
Oh,
You don't think about what you say. You just go out and say whatever, right?
no,
Not a care in the world.
no. I had a bad mouth on me that day. Definitely. Um, Alcohol and I don't mix. And I know that alcohol is not the problem, man. It's my thinking. That stinking thinking really can alter your thought process. And you say some pretty hurtful things, man. And stuff people have told you in confidence, you pour out there when you're drinking, not caring. You don't understand how bad you actually hurt people.
Yeah. So, how many days, weeks, or months you have sober?
So as of now, I have about 2 years clean and sober.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
thank you, thank you. Uh, I do have to admit, though, half of that I spent incarcerated. It took jail and to be locked down somewhere in a facility for it to actually register. But I think I needed that. I called jail like God's timeout.
Yeah,
That's where I actually talked to him the most, and I found I had my spiritual awakening in there, and I was able to build a relationship with a power greater than my own.
nice. So are you doing peer coaching now, or are you helping people in peer coaching right now?
I do not actually do peer coaching now, but I never pass up the chance to advocate on the streets or help people out stop in the community. I will stop and refer one of these two places, whatever seems more suitable to their situation, because each program is a little different. I will send them one of the two directions. It's something that I do want to get back into. They require the COPA now, I heard, so it's something that I will still continue to seek out, and it is a goal of mine to get back into coaching.
Yeah, the Copa thing, yeah. Because I am doing peer coaching classes right now, and so yeah, I'd have to do the Copa and stuff too. So
Congrats, it's a
right
good
on.
thing.
Yeah, thanks. This is already my fourth weekend, so about another 7 weeks, and go for my QBHA.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna
yeah,
be good, man. You'd be a good fit for that.
right on. Thank you. So, are you working now or?
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually just doing like manual labor jobs for the moment. I did lose my job like about 4 months ago. I got sick with something that's never happened to me before. Um, it's some
Excuse
sort
me.
of vestibular inner ear problem, which messes up my balance, and I have what they call severe vertigo now.
Okay.
I think it's one thing that we don't think about when we're in addiction. We don't care about our health. We don't care about keeping up with ourselves. And I'll tell you what, man, I've never prayed more and have trying to take better care of myself up to this point today. Like, uh, I've never had any health issues. And now that it knocked me down, like, I figured coming back here was a good foundation to get back on my feet. Um, and I know a couple good people here that I was able to reach out to, and they brought me back right away. I am doing some temp work, but not my dream job. But sometimes you need a sacrifice to get where you want to be.
Yeah, definitely. I've been there. Um, so, well, what do you do to keep yourself grounded?
You know, the gym is a good outlet for me. Um, Physical, mental, staying prayed up is very important to me. Having a connection to a higher power, walking by faith, man, every day, and being part of a community. Giving back, it actually helps me remain clean and sober myself. So I like to give back where I can. Keep my mind really busy. You stay when you're busy, you don't have time to think about other stuff,
Yeah,
and keeping your brain distracted, and whether it's setting small obtainable goals and or quarterly goals, for the year. Hit some goals every quarter. Make sure they're realistic and obtainable. You don't want to say I'm going to buy a Ferrari in a month.
yeah, yeah. Wish I could, but
Life goals.
so you do volunteer work.
Yes.
Yeah. So where do you do volunteer work at? I know you do with Compassion Ministries.
Yeah. So I donate time there when I can as well. Here at the center, the Hazelbrook Center, I come down and anything they need help with. It doesn't matter what it is. I just come and donate my time. Like I said, staying busy really helps. Tribe Sober Living, if they ever need help passing out food, they do a lot of pro socials like Thanksgiving, Christmas. They go donate food to the homeless community,
Oh, okay,
and
that's good.
these are our brothers and sisters out there. So it makes me happy, to be able to feed people on a holiday where people don't have as much as we do, or the less fortunate, that are going through the same thing that I went through at some point in time.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you they feel really grateful to at least have that, because they don't really have much.
Absolutely.
So, besides going to the gym, do you have any other hobbies or?
Oh yeah, yeah. Art, basketball. Um, I love music. I love music. Uh, it keeps me focused and grounded. Meditation is a big one. I like to take a walk, or if I'm having a bad day, I go outside and just put my hand on a tree. Sometimes people need to feel what's real. You touch the tree, you close your eyes, and you do some deep breathing exercises, and just send everything back into the world. Send all the negative out and breathe in some fresh.
Yeah, yeah. I know going out to nature is pretty cool.
It's a beautiful place.
Especially if you go to Red Rocks, you go there. They have a trail you can walk through,
Yeah,
and you could just sit there and yell, and you could hear like the echoes and the sound, and you don't even have to yell that loud.
but
So I can see why they put a concert hall there.
oh
It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
I've actually been to one up there. It's a beautiful place, especially hiking that trail before the amphitheater. Just to get there is a little journey in its own. So
Yeah.
it's Mother Nature at its finest.
Have you been to the trail that's kind of like towards the back of it?
I can't say that I have.
No, there's one. There's a really cool one there. You could actually walk through it and walk between these big old boulders and whatnot right there.
Okay, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. It's right there by the parking lot in the back.
Okay.
So definitely check that out. So sports. Do you like play any sports or you just watch sports or?
Not anymore. From elementary to high school, I played basketball my whole life. Joined football, pee wee football, and high school football. I've actually done a lot of sports, man. Anywhere from like golf to tennis, like bowling leagues to pool leagues. I've done a lot of stuff. You know, uh, I try to do at least everything once to see if I like it, and if I like it, I have options.
Yeah.
I do love the sports, though. I'm not actively playing any sports. I'm watching the Broncos a lot, though. We got a pretty
Yeah.
good record this year. Looks like we got a good chance.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm stoked.
Yeah. Our Bo Nix is doing his thing out there.
Second season, man. Yeah. Shoot. Hey, I'll be really happy they make it to the Super Bowl.
Same, brother.
I'm happy they're going back to the playoffs. Just got to beat the Chargers, get that number one seed, have our home field advantage.
It's a
That'll help
blessing.
out a lot. Yeah. The only team I'm worried about is if the Texans come in and do it because Taylor Lawrence or what's his name, Trevor Lawrence, Taylor Lawrence
I
for
think
the Jaguars.
Taylor wins.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think
So,
he's. He always seems to stumble once he hits around the playoffs. So so I don't. So like I said, I think the Texans would be my biggest worry.
yeah, as long as we keep that same energy we've been bringing, man, we got a really good shot this year.
Yeah, but they got to play a whole 4 quarters. They can't just sit there and try to win it by luck or
Yeah,
last minute drills or whatever.
absolutely.
It's hard to win games that way, especially in the playoffs with everything on the line. Everybody's playing a lot harder than they would.
It's a longevity, man. It's the end game. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Who's your favorite player?
Um, right now,
Yeah,
um, Sertan.
Sertan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like Patrick Sertan too.
yeah,
Carlin Sutton too. Definitely,
yeah. I
definitely.
gotta shout him out too, man.
Yeah,
Them two are pretty beast.
yeah, yeah. It's like even Ingram's coming out good. Marvin Mims, RJ Harvey is starting to get some good runs.
Yeah, he
So
had that breakout a couple weeks ago. That was a
yeah,
good run. It was a good run.
yeah, it was. It really was. Um, and your favorite basketball team?
Oh, you gotta go. I'm a hometown fan, man. I
Also the
got.
Nuggets.
Oh yeah,
Well, I see you with the Bulls hoodie, dude. So I'm like, I had to ask.
yeah. I'm a fan of the NBA in general. If it matches, I'm gonna wear it. But I'm a Nuggets fan. I'm a hometown boy for sure.
Me too. I like the Bulls when Jordan was there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people try to say LeBron or Kobe was the best ever, but I like to disagree with
I'm gonna agree with you. LeBron's not even in the category,
that.
not even a little bit.
Yeah, I think Jordan's got what 5 rings. So yeah.
Yeah, and Akeem Abdul-Jabbar,
Oh
man, he
yeah.
was one of the first to ever do it. I think that he was the first one of a kind. You know, he shocked the league with his skills, and I think Jordan followed in those footsteps. He's an amazing player.
Yeah, but it came. I mean, dude, he didn't even really have to dunk. He just tiptoe, just
Yeah,
tiptoe.
true. Hey, some people are blessed with height. You know,
Right? Hey. Um. So, how far do you think the Nuggets are gonna go?
the
Think they could
Nuggets.
think they could get almost all the way or all the way this time? I mean, they're doing pretty good.
I just seen Joker got hurt.
Again, I know he got
Yeah,
hurt earlier in the week, but they said he
yeah.
was gonna be doing good.
Uh, de-
He's
Depending on how he's doing, I mean that could have a huge impact on our outcome this year.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna pray that he's a quick healer. I think we can go all the way. I,
nice.
I see that they have the experience and they got a really tough squad right now. They can go all the way, man, as long as everyone's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I need to take him some time and go watch some games. Maybe get some tickets and go.
That
You
would
know,
be pretty fun. It's been
yeah,
a while.
Eh, yeah, it has. It's been a couple of years since I've been to the game. How about yourself?
Same.
Same.
Yeah, it's been about 2 3 years. I think the last time I went to a game was the year after we won the championship. So like 3 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's they're fun though.
definitely. I would definitely love to go see the Broncos in the playoffs too. Like
Absolutely.
just go to the playoff game. I've never been to a playoff game. Never. But you know what? As soon as they get into the playoffs and they do home field advantage, that's like $1,000 a seat.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
like,
pricey.
shoot, can I get $1,000 to go see the game?
All right.
Hey, if any of y'all out there got $1,000 to help me out to go see a game, let me know. That'd be cool.
We'll take 2 C's.
So there you go. It's only a couple of thousand. That's all. Hey, I'm sure I'll do a GoFundMe. All right, I'll
There you
let you
go.
know. So that's cool. That's cool. And so you only like basketball and that. I know Denver's having a good run with a lot of teams. The Avalanche are doing pretty good too.
Yeah,
So, uh, I do like the Avalanche. I do like to watch that. So,
hockey.
yeah, yeah. I just got to watch more games. I basically been watching nothing but the Broncos. I put everything aside to watch the Broncos.
I have the same problem.
My lady won't even call me. She's like she'll text me when the game's on. And I text back, and I won't answer the phone. Like sorry.
At least you're still talking somehow, communicating somehow.
Right, right. So, are you doing all that volunteer work? You're watching sports. You used to play sports. Anything else you think that you'd like to throw in there for anybody to know about? It's not easy to get sober. I know you got to need the help and admit that you need help.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone is not doing some sort of counseling or therapy, I was a non-believer for a long time. That I didn't want to tell anyone my problems. A therapist was like, "Yeah, right. I would never do that." But I've gotten so much relief and freedom, and I feel like I have my life back. Um, Therapy has opened my mind to a whole new perspective, and it's all about perception now. Like you can take something that's bad news and turn it around, and you can make it good, or you can just dwell on the bad. But that therapy makes you see things from both sides. Like you can't be closed minded. It definitely recommend therapy. It's helped me, I think, the most in this whole journey. Therapy has been a true blessing, and um, I enjoy it now. I enjoy it. It's something that has really helped me. Uh, because I know that sometimes family members and friends, even peer coaches, life gets busy. And, sometimes you can't reach out to them. But if you have a therapist and there's some skills that they'll teach you as far as journaling, a gratitude list, there's plenty of things that you can do. to actually help yourself in a time of crisis that you don't might not know about. Like journaling is huge, writing stuff down, uh, scientifically proven. I don't know what it is about the pen and paper, but when you're writing down these things and then you go back and read it later, you're like, man, I can't even believe I was stressing on that. Like that problem is not that big of a problem now. When you look back in on it, you actually kind of heal yourself in the process. Like you don't make mountains out of molehills. You know, you take it one day at a time. But highly recommend therapy.
Nice, nice. So, all right. Well, for anybody that needs help, first thing is to admit that you need help. If you're selling your stuff to get your high, your fix, you're losing connection with family, close friends, with the world. You're just trying to numb yourself to forget your problems. The thing is your problems will always be there. You just have to learn how to deal with this sober instead of getting high and blowing everything off. Does it suck? Yes. Is it easy? No. But every day is a struggle, and your health is important. Uh, Not just to yourself, but also to your family, your friends, everybody that cares about you, your kids. I mean, in addiction, people could be selfish like that and just think about them, but it's way bigger than just that particular person. So if you are struggling, I say seek some help. Uh, there's plenty of different programs out there. If one program doesn't suit you, you can always look for another to something that will suit you. Just take your time, go through everything, don't rush it because it is a time process. So, with that being said, I hope you do get the help you need if you need it. If you know anybody that needs help, go ahead and talk to them and do the same thing I was saying. Look for a program for them. Just never give up. One thing to do is never ever give up on that person or yourself. So, um, if you like this session today's topic, and which is almost basically the same, we'll be switching it up soon. Just go ahead and hit like, drop a comment, subscribe, whichever you like to do. Let's keep the ball rolling on this, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good day.